Glad to have you join us back on Daybreak right here on Trust Television. Moving on to our phone-in segment where we hand the microphone to you, the viewers, to share your views on some of the major political issues shaping Nigerian democracy. Now, this morning, we turned our focus to the deepening internal wranglings within Nigerians' major political parties across the spectrum, from the ruling All Progressive Congress APC to the Labour Party LP and the People's Democratic Party PDP, and even the Social Democratic Party SDP. There appears to be growing turbulence that raises critical questions about internal democracy, party discipline, and leadership integrity. Now, just recently, the APC was thrown into disarray following the resignation of Abdullahi Ganduje as national chairman, a move many say was long overdue amidst mounting pressure from within the party. In the Labour Party, the fractional battle between the Julius Abure-led leadership and other stakeholders continues to cast a shadow over the party's credibility, especially in the wake of his impressive performance in the 2023 elections. The PDP isn't faring much better as it continues to grapple with post-election division, unresolved zoning disputes, and the lingering effect of the G5 governors' rebellion. Now, the once hopeful unity talks within the party seem to be hanging in the balance. Even the SDP has not been immune to internal crisis, with state chapters constantly at odds with national leadership over issues of party primaries and representation. These internal crises often leave citizens wondering, are political parties in Nigeria truly vehicles for development and representation, or are they just platforms for personal ambition and power struggles? So this morning we ask, do you still have faith in political parties? Are they truly serving your interest, or is the crisis within a reflection of something much deeper in our political culture? The phone lines are open. Let us hear your thoughts. Kindly call in and also send in your WhatsApp message. You know, Hauwa, when, political parties are focused on, power tussles rather than the need of the people, rather than putting the people first, as a responsible and an accountable citizen, you get to, start asking the questions. I mean, really, are these political platforms designed for, the national growth or for their personal ambition? Because we have seen a lot of things happening in this political spaces. We have seen, internal democracy. We've seen godfatherism. We have seen, them not coming into a one-head decision as to who would be either the national secretary, who is going to lead. And then it is alarming because these are the people we look up to, for, leadership, for governance. Absolutely. And they really cannot just keep their house together when there is a dispute.
I would say when you look at it from a Nigerian's perspective, they would ask the question that if they cannot keep their house in order, if they cannot come together and make sure the party works well in synergy, how can they come together when it comes to running the country? True. At the end of the day, with all the political parties having different inter-party issues and difficulties, it begs the question, is everybody ready for this particular scene that is going on? We have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I am greeting you all.
Hello, good morning.
All right, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, my name is Rilpan Ibrahim London Uba from Uba Town in Hong local government at Makati.
All right, thank you for calling us. What are your thoughts on this issue?
So I just want to call for the opposition parties started to unite themselves, because up to now there is no a single political party, that is the opposition party, that stands to fight or to battle the ruling party. All the political parties have fallen into crisis, especially the PDP. when they were exempted to hold a meeting yesterday at Abuja. So all these things, if they are united, they will defeat the ruling party in the upcoming election 2027 when they are alive. So my advice to them, that is they should join the coalition. That is the coalition of Atiku Abubakar and the Peter Obi, so that only this way they will defeat the ruling party. If not, if they are not united, so the ruling party will get the.
All right, thank you very much for your contributions. And well, as he said, if they don't come together and put their house in order, they are the main opposition party, and if they're in disarray, and he is opting for a coalition between PDP and LP, well, that in itself, if they have inter-party issues, how can they put their house in order? And then that LP as well has had, or it's still having inter-party issues. So how can they come together and put themselves together and make it work? But then the question still stands: do you still have faith in political parties? Let us hear from you. Call us on the numbers displayed on your screen so that we can hear your thoughts. We have another caller, Maimuna.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Suleiman Shaib. I'm calling you from Kano.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Suleiman. Please kindly go ahead. Let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, the issue of political parties in Nigeria, the main problem actually, parties nowadays are no longer built based on ideologies. People just group and regroup without any proper explanation to the citizens as to what they intend to do different from the existing political parties or government in place. It is just unfortunate that we do not have alternatives. So the question of whether we believe or we do not believe, for me, does not arise, because you have to believe in one, no matter how bad it is, at least. We don't have alternative. If you look at even the so-called coalition we are talking about, they are the same people from all these political parties. Things have fallen apart. They now want to regroup just for the single purpose of wresting power from the present, let's say, administration. But what blueprint have they in place? What effort have they? Hello?
Yes,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello?
Please
go
kindly
ahead.
go ahead. We can hear you. Please kindly go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Please kindly go ahead. I think his network is a bit bad, so we have to let you go. Please
Hello?
kindly call back.
All right, we'll have to let him go.
Yeah.
Do well to call us back so that we can hear the rest of your thoughts. And the first point that he actually made was all political parties now do not have a singular ideology whereby they agree on things and, execute it when it comes to the time. We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Maimuna.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you so much for calling
good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, what are your thoughts on this issue? Do you still have faith?
You have faith in your political party?
Yes.
The answer is no.
And why is that?
The answer is no. Capital no. N-O. Why? Because this what we have, unless and until when they transform to become a political party, that is why this question will arise. But now we have group of people, they are operating in the name of political party. That is what we have in Nigeria. All these that you are seeing, they are not political parties to me, honestly speaking. Because there is no way a political party will operate without a manifesto. Even they have manifesto, maybe it is hiding inside them. It's not glaring, it's not open to Nigeria. A political party will have a manifesto. It will tell the people what are we going to do. you when you have been voted up into power. Now we don't have that arrangement. All what we know is during campaign, they have been dancing or music. They just hire Hausa actors and actresses and Nollywood actors and actresses to become a crowd puller. That's what they are doing. It's not longer a political party. Unless and until when they go back and make a proper arrangement to become a political party, that is why we will be answering this question. But now we don't have political party. And we are asking for Nigerians. They should be wise. They should be know who and who. Now we are not talking about political party. We are talking about the credibility of the candidate. You see, this political party, unless and until they go back and rearrange their house, because they have internet crisis all over. Why? Because of the greed of power. Somebody wants to oppress someone. That is why the crisis comes. Because it's not the country in their heart. It's not to deliver to the giving Nigerians all what they are looking for, how to enrich themselves, how to become relevant in the power corridor. So now what we are asking for Nigerians is we should be very careful. We should be very careful. All constituencies we are asking for them to reorganize themselves. Any person that comes seeking for a position, political position, let him be called and sit down with him. What are you going to do to us? Let him say it in his own mouth. And if there is some amendment, let the people of that constituency make observation. This one is not relevant to us. This one is not relevant to us. Do this and do this. And let there be a very concrete agreement. Let us give him a frame of time. If you don't deliver in so time, we are going to call you back. I think that's the only thing we can sanitize our country. Because we are sick and tired of these people. They march, they group themselves, they have been losing our trajectory. And there is nothing to show about. We have nothing to show about. Our security is zero. Our education is zero. Our health is zero. We cannot continue this way. And this we know, the whole universe knows, this is a rich country. But there is nothing to show about. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. That's my take.
Thank you so much, Shatima, for calling.
All right, thank you very much, Shatima, for your contribution. Well, as he said, when it comes to, these political parties, he said he does not think that they are serving their purpose. And at the end of the day, these kind of crisis or internal crisis that these political parties are having comes due to a couple of, factors that affect, those parties. And to be honest, you can see them rearing out their heads, lack of internal democracy, whereby you would see disputes and lack of inclusion as well. Others would be complaining of lack of inclusion when it comes to those political parties, as well as fueled by personal ambition. And when you have that personal ambition, you would only be focused on what would serve and benefit you, and that would definitely not benefit the party as well.
Sure. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling. And where are you calling from?
Good morning. It's Dr. Suleiman. I came back.
Thank you so much for calling back. Thank you for calling back. Please kindly go ahead.
Yeah, actually, like I was saying, when you don't have a clear ideology, a manifesto that will guide the operation of the political parties, you expect little or nothing from them. And unfortunately, also in Nigeria, the kind of politics we play, you also see, because of this lack of ideology, cross-carpeting from one political party to another, though it's allowed, but you don't seem to understand the purpose. What is it that is not happening in this political party that you want to cross over? The whole of it, if you analyze, you will find out it is just for selfish interests, not for anything good to the masses. You will find situation where government of the day will be sponsoring people to go and register into an opposition political party to serve as a spy, to be causing crisis, so that those political parties will be toothless bulldozers, that they cannot play their role of opposition. Opposition are meant to serve as a checkmate to the government of the day. I'm not referring to APC, PDP, or whatever government is the government of the day. Opposition are supposed to be up and doing in checkmating them. But today the government is doing things recklessly because they know there is no opposition in place at all. They are even boasting that they have bought over all the oppositions. We are gradually tilting towards a one-party state, which is not good for our own democracy. So people have no option. That is why we will still have to come out and vote. But if, like others have told you, if we will register our position, you are not likely to have any faith in any political party, because you see there are people from this party, just because things are falling apart, particularly on their own interest, they will now rally around to come and fight the present government. No blueprint. What are the problems that developing this country that you are out to address? How are they telling? What plan do they have in place to address insecurity? What plan do they have to address the issue of growing poverty in this country? What plan do they have in place to improve our economy? Today in Nigeria, but you are either on one side of the equation or the other. Even the middlemen are completely eliminated. These are problems. We are not even ashamed in Nigeria. Today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow, politicians are campaigning of good road, supply of water, affordable education, when even all goods, public goods now have been completely privatized. Major function of government of providing security for the lives and properties of people is no longer. All of us are living witness in this country. Nobody can boast to say, I can freely travel from here to Onitsha, from here to Maiduguri, from here to Abuja. If I'm traveling, I will just have to say my last prayer, because I don't know what is going to happen. So what is the political parties doing? People that succeed doesn't do different things. They do things differently. Let them come and tell us what plan do they have in place. If we come on board by God's grace in the next 4 years, we are going to concentrate on education and ensure that Nigerians have quality and affordable education. Even if that's what you achieve in 4 years, it's going to be fantastic. But nothing. When you don't plan, automatically you are planning to fail. So we have not seen any workable plan, even from the opposition or the so-called coalition or political parties. And of course, the government. Can you imagine? Sitting government official will make promise publicly. On this note, I'm also blaming us, the entire citizens. The whole government official will make a pronouncement. If I don't do ABC, if I come back for the second time, do not vote for me. It is there clearly stated. And here we are. That promise has not been made. Even though they say promise made is a promise kept. The promise made has not been kept as far as we are concerned. And we are going out again in the next 2 years to still vote for the same people that made this promise and failed. We are also responsible for our own predicament, for heaven's sake. This is very painful, disheartening. Sometimes if you are talking about issues like this in Nigeria, you feel as if you don't even belong to this country, honestly speaking. Thank you, TB Trust, for bringing up this topic for discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much for your ample contribution. He made a couple of points, to be honest. Aside from having a straight and narrow ideology in a party, those people that are willing to put themselves at the forefront have to have a plan, as he said. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And at the end of the day, if there's no specific plan of moving the country forward, all your focus is on, putting yourself in a position that you think would benefit you, then at the end of the day, what are you doing for the average Nigerian? All right, we have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Aja Hauwa and your colleagues.
Good
A
morning.
warm good
Alright.
morning to you.
Good
All right, thank you for calling us. What
Good
is your
morning to
name
all
and where are you
the
calling from?
I'm Ismail calling from Niger.
All right, thank you for calling, Ismail. What are your thoughts on this topic?
You see the top internal party crisis. I think that is the genesis of the problems we have in the political structure of Nigeria. That is the genesis of most of the problem we have. Genesis of the problem in the sense that the political structure, the only thing I think the only time we practice real political system in this country was the first, immediately that we take power from the military. That was 1999. Because locally in our place, we could see the dividends of democracy then. May the soul of our former governor rest in peace, Abdullah Kuri. During his administration, at least, we saw a lot of development in the United States. A lot of road constructions. That was the only time, for the past 23 years that we were in the democracy, that was the only time we had a road construction in Bagudu local government. That was the only time. If not, when the present Minister for State for Agriculture constructed some of the road we have now. That was the only time for good 23 years. And we are practicing what before the event of joint account. Because during Korea, nothing like joint account. We saw a lot of even the local government chairman then, a lot of construction of culverts, even from infrastructures. We could see that. But since the event of joint accounts, we cannot account for anything in our local government. And we are among the 10 local government that collected the highest subvention as far Nigeria is concerned, but good local government, but nothing to write home about, all in the name of joint account. So what is the evidence of democracy? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Look at what happened in the just concluded APC whatsoever in the state or northeast. Look at what they are fighting for. Is it for the sake of Nigerians? No, it's for their own sake. All parties need a structure that at least will affect the life of every electorate. Just like my brother said, Shetima, I think it's high time. It's high time we the Nigerians. We should sign an MOU with whosoever is going to represent us. These are things and things we want you to deliver within the space of 4 years. If you cannot deliver, then we'll kick your ass out. You are not there for the interest of your immediate family. Every individual, if you're a governor today, I as a person, you have right to occupy any position in this country. You are only opportune to be there, then deliver what you are there for. But do we really have that? No. That's most of the problem we have. Like I said, even with the electorate, we are the party exposed are not even every matter at all. I was discussing with one of the youth leader of APC. He was telling me, just as I said, the present Minister for State of Agriculture, when he was senator, in fact, he performed well. He was telling me why they did not like the man is because it's not giving them welfare. A man that constructing roads, putting structures, is that not enough? Must he come to your house and start giving you money before you know that he's performing? What kind of mentality do we have as an electorate? And that is the major problem we are having. We are not helping matters. We, the electorate, are not helping matters. Your wife will give birth, you go to a policeman that he should help you with RAM. Is that part of his function? So what are we saying? So my prayer for Nigerians is that we should learn that as far politics is concerned, it's never okay, go to Yoruba land and see what politics is. Even if you happen to be a government worker and within the space of your 35 years of service, you had a lot of offices and you could not help anybody, even within your family. Nobody will give you the mandate of election because you want nothing. But if you come to other parts of the country, is it like that? When time comes, they give you wrapper, they give you indomie. Is that your problem? You sold your 4 years progress for just an indomie of 1,000 naira, for God's sake. I think it's high time we the electoral liberate ourselves. We should know that yes, politics is all about human.
Okay, I think he has said enough. Thank you so much for that contribution. I mean,
Absolutely.
how I was coming to you, while he was talking, I was like, okay, just let me allow you. When you're done, I'll come back to my co-host.
Well,
Do you have faith in the Nigerian political parties? Do you have faith?
Well, that is part of the views I see. Well, to be honest, it's an in-betweener, should I say, for me, because at the end of the day, you cannot lose hope, but you still have to have that hope and be part of the impact and part of the change as well. But then, as he called on our viewers and, you know, the people of Nigeria, as well as those that are vying for political positions, we have to set our priorities straight. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. All right, I think we lost our caller. Please do well to call us back and let us hear your opinion. All right. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, tell us your name and what. All right, tell us your name and where. All right. Good morning. Thank you for calling us. What are your thoughts on this issue?
Yes. Well, the topic of the day is a good one. Internal party crisis, you have faith in political parties. Yes, I as a person, I have faith in the political parties of the day. But the problem we have, the topic of the political parties is our constitution. The way I see it, since 1999 today, I don't think any president in Nigeria has lost an election apart from the Bagudu of Jonathan that decided to surrender. But if he choose not to surrender, I think maybe he would have ruled for 8 years as a president. So what am I saying? If we really want this political party to be effective in Nigeria, we need to, this constitution needs to be reviewed. Let it be a single tenure that the president or government will rule for 5 years. And after 5 years, let neutral people come on board to contest. Because these people we are talking about, they have every power. They have the resources that are disposable to work against any political party who is an underdog. That is my view. If somebody tenure is ending and other people are coming to contest, both of you be contesting from a neutral ground. We call our INEC independent. Are they really independent? They just a name. If they are independent, the resources they are appointed by this president. They have everything that concerns them is being directed by these people, but the name independent is just a name. Are they really independent? Not of all these areas are being checked. All those checks that these political parties are doing, it will lead to further effort. Yes. So that is my view, and that is how I think it should be. If it is like that, every party will work. If you lose, you know that you have lost. Even the 2027 that we are expecting now is by the grace of God. If not grace of God, nothing will shift. Thank you very much. That's my view for this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your contributions. Maimuna, what do you think?
Well, he said what he has in mind, you know, and I remembered before we started the show, you know, we're just, you know, talking about how the 2027 elections, were we trying to predict what Nigerians were going to do during the 2027? Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for calling.
Good morning.
All right, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Abasinko. All right, good morning, Abasinko. Thank you for joining us.
Beautiful, lovely ladies.
Thank you.
Presenting lovely issues.
Thank you so much.
I want to appreciate Hauwa because based on when you were asking our question, you said, do you have faith in the political party? And she gave two options. Yes, I go by that two options. And I also want to appreciate all the callers who spoke well, especially Shetima and the second to the last caller. They all spoke well. I'm so indifferent. Despite the fact I never wanted to call, but I want to appreciate some people for doing constantly well. for giving us the light to believe that, yes, there's a television station that can propel our heart to happiness. Yes, I want to go on by saying that political party, life itself is politics. And do I have faith in politics or in political parties? I don't have faith in them. But I do have faith because the youth that are oncoming, they will change things around by the power in the grace of God. Now, I don't have faith in politics. Why? Because they all come into making their own money. They want to make fame, they want to make name. None of them want to protect the image of Nigeria. They come to the market of, they come to see. Look at 735 flats in Abuja. What is that about? Their primary objective is to steal. Just like that second caller said, the way politics is practiced in Yoruba land is lovely. You see a brother is in PDP, sister is in APC, they will not fight themselves, they will not kill themselves. But when you go to other states, you find them killing themselves. Is that politics of bitter hatred and killing? Thank you, trustee. I appreciate people. God will continue to bless Nigeria and God will show us the way. Just like Sonny Kudu sang, which way Nigeria, which way to go? I love my fatherland. I love my fatherland.
All right, thank you so much, Abasikon. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contributions. All right, we'll be moving on to the WhatsApp messages that we have today. For the first one, we have a message from Daniel in Makudi. He says, good morning. The conviction in the political parties is next to none. The confidence in the political parties is very low. What we are seeing is what happens when there is no clear-cut direction, ideology and manifesto. There is lack of political maturity, and this is very serious and very frightening. Get your point, Daniel in Makodi. He explains that if there is no maturity and a clear-cut understanding and direction, there is no way that there will be any seriousness, but then selfish interests at play only. All right, I think we have another WhatsApp message, Maimuna.
Okay, we have a message from okay, I'll just
Pastor Evangelist Olu.
Yes, I'll just move straight to it. He said, good morning, my beautiful sister in Trust TV. I am Pastor Evangelist Olu Otoyin Alabi from Ilorin, Kwara State. Without political parties, election cannot be won. The question is, which parties among these parties is reliable, transparency and good? We people of Nigeria from north, south, west and east have a great work to do. Nigeria of today is not Nigeria of yesterday. God bless Nigeria, and Nigeria will be safe. Thank you so much for sending in your message. I mean, we can only hope for the best in our country, Nigeria, with everything that is going on.
And a lot of people have different perspectives and opinion of whether political parties, they still have faith in political parties due to the fact that there are the track record that is there, that they've seen, that they've experienced, does not tally with what a political party is supposed to be. A political party is supposed to, you know, have a united front in, you know, pursuing their agenda, their manifesto and all of that, and having the same ideology, and not you know, losing that ideology and easily jumping ship from one to the other. That in itself will make people lose trust in those political parties. And we have to understand that with these recent issues of having internal political party crisis, it requires commitment and to strengthen those political parties. And if there isn't commitment, everyone is just easily jumping ship and moving and changing opinions. That means at the end of the day, what you have, there's no stronghold in there, and making sure that that political party is strong at its front, and without that, you have to have a space where you can promote transparency and accountability as well. And it doesn't seem like anybody is being held accountable for all the actions that's going on. When you have a dispute in a particular political party, just like you can see PDP, they just had their 100th NEC meeting, which is a monumental time. But then at the end of the day, when some members of that political party feel like they're being alienated, then obviously you would have internal crisis. Look at APC. When there was a meeting, a gathering in the Northeast, it went down to blows. And when it feels like there's segregation as well, then there wouldn't be a united front. And how would you benefit the people without having a united front? And without having that united front, it is easier for members of that political party to jump from one ship to the other.
You know, for me, I feel we need to change our ideology. It is very important as Nigerians. I mean, who make up political parties? You know, it's still we Nigerians, you know, that would just wake up one morning and feel, oh, I want to go into politics, and I'm looking at, you know, all of the political parties that are in front of me. Which do I go for? I mean, it's high time we purge the system, because we cannot go on like this. When you have, you know, your selfish interest in front of you is glaring, and it's so frustrating, because each time you look or you talk or you see Nigerian politics, the first thing that comes to your mind is their selfish interest. It always comes to play at every given time. Absolutely. And that is why they keep having internal problems within themselves, because, you know, we keep saying, well, all one Nigeria, but at the end of the day, come on, with everything that is happening, you get to find out that, oh, I'm on my own. Because, you know, there's, like you rightly said, you know, there is the zoning issues within, you know, from one party, particularly the PDP. Yes. I'm going to pick that out first.
That was quite an interesting, you know, conversation. We appreciate your feedback, your thoughts, and your opinions as well. Make sure you continue staying with us for our next segment, where we'll discuss on, you know, is PDP on the mend? Make sure you stay with us. We'll be right back.